We're gonna climb up. Here we go. We are the Rick St. Pierre. This is the father or this beauty we have in the background. Look at this. This how long take to restore this?
I worked on this plane for about a year and a half on weekends. We're all volunteers at the Quonset Museum. About a year and a half on Saturdays and Sundays. And as it got closer to the finish of the product, the finish of the plane for the dedication ceremony, which was in 2009 here at the Quonset Air Show, my son and I were over on it 3-4 days a week to get everything looking the way it was. It was quite an experience.
But this one, what's original Blue Angels one, or
this plane was not an original Blue Angel. This was a service plane. Flew missions in Vietnam. Its last assignment was at the Top Gun school.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Yeah, it was a pursuit plane in Top Gun. Then he found the cracked wing spar on it.
Like we was seeing the movie.
Top Gun movie.
Yeah.
Top Gun movie. The F-14 Tomcat being chased by one of these. These are more agile. We use these for pursuit planes. Yep. Yep. Oh. Simulated mix. Yep. Absolutely. And then it found the cracked wing spar, and it was retired and released to the museum's division. And then
what year was retired?
This was retired in 1993, 94, somewhere around there.
Something like that.
Yep. Yep.
Can you explain about the plane and who it was dedicated to?
In 1985, Michael Gershon was flying number 6 for the Blue Angels in Niagara Falls. 5 and 6 of the solos for the Blue Angels. They collided in one of their routines. Mike perished, and number 5, Anthony Caputi, lived. Mike was the last guy to die in a Skyhawk as a Blue Angel. They retired the Blue Angels the following year, and they switched over to the F-18s. Someone at the museum came up with the idea, when his plane first came in, they thought it was a really good idea, and it sat in a corner for years. And when I started working at the museum, my son and I we were working on another project, and I just kept looking at this plane. It was a neat little plane over in the corner. Somebody had sanded part of it down, and it just looked neglected. And I kept hearing a story about it. And every time I walked by it, it was like drawing to me, do something with it. So I talked to the people who run the museum, and I promised them I'd get it finished for the air show the following year. And I started working on it, and then when I started doing research on it, I just got so involved in it. It was the most incredible experience in my life. My wife got in touch with a local newspaper, Newport Daily News, and they did a front page story with my son climbing down the nose of the unpainted plane. And it was Resurrecting the Angel was the title of it. The following day, I got an email from the reporter. He had got an email from Mike's brother Joe out in Nebraska.
Wow.
Somebody in Newport knew of him. They sent an email to Florida to Nebraska, and he was overwhelmed in it. And the reporter put me in touch with him, and I wrote him a long letter, and that was it. Every week I come over, I do more work on it, I take a picture, I send it to him. When the letters went on it, when it was painted, he saw it. When it was leaded, he didn't see any more photographs after that because he was coming out to the air show that year.
Wow, incredible.
2009, Greg McWhirter was the commanding officer of the Blue Angels. At the air show that weekend, this was the centerpiece for the big dinner they have on Saturday nights. At the end of the dinner, Commander McWhirter got up and made a speech about Mike Gershon and this and that, and he called the brother Joe up. Joe climbed the ladder and pulled the blanket off and covered his brother's name, and it was so emotional. I can't explain.
Incredible,
it.
yeah.
I can't explain it.
Congratulations, you did that beautiful job. And
Today,
it's very important for everybody because
it's history.
Yeah, it's history.
This is an exact replica of the plane that he flew the day he perished. The Blue Angels, we had gotten in touch with the Blue Angels historian down in Florida. They sent us the blueprints of how the plane was lettered, the locations of all the lettering, so everything's exact as it was. And I found out today that the lettering is very important for their precision when they're flying. They line up from different points of view on what part of the plane will cover up a certain letter. That's how they know where they're at when they're flying. Number 3 told me that today for the Blue Angels. He came over and actually sat.
So all the planes are not the same with the letters.
All the planes have to be identical.
Identical.
Have to be identical.
Okay.
So when they're, like I said, when they're flying, they're all lined up. And I didn't know that up until today.
Wow.
Because number 3, I can't remember his name now. I let him sit in the plane today, and it was such a thrill for him because he was a kid when he's got retired.
Wow.
Never got to fly one. Yep. So it's been a great experience. My son got to have dinner with the Blue Angels. He got to have dinner with the Thunderbirds last year. He's buddies with one of the Thunderbirds because of this project, and it's just been great. And today to see these guys come over and they said this was the best one they've ever seen in any museum.
Yeah?
What a tribute. A lot of museums, the leading edges, they'll paint them silver. That's all. Those are all polished chrome.
That's just the real thing. Like,
Absolutely.
it is.
Absolutely. The intakes, polished chrome, that takes hours and hours and hours. I'm going to have to do it again tomorrow morning because it'll rain tonight. That's why we covered up the leading edges.
Wow, yeah. So beautiful. I have a question, one more question. Do you have any information? It's another plane flying in this condition, flying in the U.S. right now?
There's some A-4 still flying. There's a private company that bought a bunch of them from Arizona. Took them out of the desert and they got them flying. There are like 20 of them. He's got 10 of them flying, and he leases them back to the government for them to train F-18 pilots on these. Because
Oh yeah?
Yeah, go figure that one. It's cheaper for them to use these to train the pilots than to use F-18s. But we got rid of all these, 12 years ago, whatever it was.
Okay. But
Go
they
figure
have some flying,
Oh, yeah.
still flying.
I have a good friend out in Arizona, Mike McDougall. He works for a company called Aero Ventures, and he's flying one now in the air shows out on the West Coast. He's flying an A-4 Skyhawk 2-seater.
Yeah. Very loud, right?
Yeah. It's a great little plane. There's no room in the cockpit. It's very tiny I can't fit into it. I couldn't fly it. I can fit into it, but I couldn't fly it.
And the cockpit, how is it? It's
The cockpit is not complete. When the museums people for the services release them to the museums, they strip them pretty well. This one was pretty cannibalized. The seats in it, that's about it.
Okay.
No engine in it. But the exterior is all that counts.
All right. All right. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I hope that was good.
Coming out to the Quonset Air Museum. Up to the Quonset Air Museum.
Yeah,
Quonset
please.
Museum, Eccleston Road, North Kingston, Rhode Island.
The best of the best. And we have the Tomcat also, right? You recommend it?
Yeah, but we don't want to talk about that.
It's a different story.
Friendly competition.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. Okay. That's 14. We continue the inspection. The section of the engine. What's your name?
Nick.
Nick, how are you?
Pretty good.
How you feel after this restoration
It
we
was-
did with your father?
It was weird because I was only 15 at the time when we did this, and how many 15-year-old kids can say they worked on a plane? So it was good.
Yeah. And good for the history as well, right? So you recommend other people that visit the museum?
I would. It's good. It's one of the last wooden structures in the world, actually, and there's a lot to do.
We have to inspect the Skyhawk. So what do you think of this? This is the father, just right there.
Main man.
We just already over there. The Avenger. So you got this bird introduced the last pilot who died in 1985. The Blue Angels. With the Skyhawk. With a terrific job of maintenance. It's shiny over here.
Because the D version was upgraded and the engines
Really was.
avionics.
Yeah?
GE 400. And this one
Perfect.
has a Praga with the TF 24.
So you open the canopy for us.
Okay, I will.
Looks nicer. Now look at the wheels.
You have mint condition.
serial number was very important. Now the paint that the man is supposed to tell him. Forget these, very important. One, two, three. Okay, we got Rick St. Pierre, his son. He's more bigger now. Right off, going to college. What we can say. And we have updates for the beauty we have over here. Last year we was here talking about it. And we have some updates also. We have headset. Huh? Very nice, huh? Number 2 Blue Angels to them. Yeah.
About 40 hours of polishing on the plane. Heavy aluminum, well polished.
Yep.
Hours and hours and hours. Once you stop polishing it, stop polishing it. We even did some this morning before the show opened up. It doesn't look like this.
Thank God we have a very nice weather.
Oh, this is a beautiful weekend. Beautiful weekend for the air show. It's been great for the last couple of days. They parked us down here right in front of the Thunderbird, so that we do the highlight of the show as far as the static display, what people can see. And the sun's been looking north and seeing. That's beautiful. Also, I hear you are working on a new project,
Yep.
huh? The museum has an A-4M model plane that was the first A-4M plane.
Wow.
That's plane. It has it's going to have a really cool paint job on it, so it's black and white.
You know, just show up, but come on, let's see some pictures. Please, share something.
Why don't you check that? Look at that for us. PN number was 158148. So if anybody out there who's looking at this video ever flew that plane, they can get in touch with me. Stay here, SG-12@Quonset.net.
Okay.
Everybody flew that plane, worked on it, I'd love to get some information from them. Every time we come to the show, there's always something different.
Yeah, definitely.
Last night, the pilot came over to me and said, this plane, 1550-27, flew off the Hancock in Q10. I said, how'd you know that? He says, I was flying.
Oh my God.
Like 25 missions off an aircraft carrier with this in Vietnam.
Oh yeah?
So we talked to a great guy, we talked about an hour and a half, and he told me all about it. And hopefully he's coming back this afternoon. He's a private pilot, not one of the rich people.
What? You know what exactly when he was talking about the missions? What exactly over Nam he was doing? Cover?
He said he just missed it and just getting knocked down by a triple jam missile. He said he had to go into the tank, and he said it was so close I could feel the heat from the north, and basically that's how close it was.
Wow.
So it was really talking to people. And other people today I've talked to, remember these flying over their houses when they were down in Weymouth, Massachusetts.
Very loud.
Oh, very loud. But it's neat, it's a great story, evolving. This year, we retired admiral before I think he saw video, the last video.
Oh, thank you.
And found out about this project. And he got in touch with Mike Wilson's wife in Florida. I was
I'm pretty glad to, you know, to make the contribution to that.
So she ended up calling up the museum, and you know, she was fine. I didn't talk to her before, you know, we deal with the call, but the president of the museum said, you know, it was so emotional. She called up and thanked me for doing this. So
We always support, you know, support you and support.
you guys
yeah.
A lot of people in the last video. So we'll see how far this one goes.
Yeah, definitely. Sure enough, you have the pictures.
Right now, it's going to be a paint job on it. That's
oh wow, that is beautiful.
Sorry.
Okay.
From 1975.
Wow.
We have this airframe, 158, 148, in our hangar right now, and I've already started working on it. So next year's air show, this will be sitting down here. It's going to look
like that.
Exactly like that.
Wow. Exactly. We had to see that. Wow.
Look, that's the same plane. There's a reverse paint job on it. On the other side, the bottom is white. You can see here, and the top is black.
Wow.
So this is that same plane like that.
Same plane, but it's different. Yeah.
The letters are black there, white on each side. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun, definitely. We had to see that.
So I can't wait to do this, to get this finished. But it would have been done this year, but you know, we ran out of time. So
also, one detail: the paint job is different. The airframe, this one I think it's more newer. It's more new.
M model. It has a pump on it right here.
Yeah.
Basically, it's the same airframe as this, except it has that avionic airframe pump right here, and the canopy is a larger canopy.
It's larger. Oh, okay.
But other than that, everything else is pretty much identical.
Okay, and also this is going to be different, right?
Those are going to be different. One's going to be black, one's going to be white. Black one, white one.
Oh, okay.
Just the polished aluminum. I want to go through another plane like that. Oh my God.
Yeah, just a lot of maintenance. You have to do that.
To get, you know, all this polished on the air show this year, and as soon as we stop, it's always starting to turn. A lot of museums paint theirs. That's not us. I mean, I'm not doing that. That's situation. And the Navy says that you want to do any copy of anything like this. So that's
yeah, is it? Man, this is the place to be. This is the place to be. You have to, you want to see something really, really good, really interesting. You have to go to Quonset.
Quonset, Rhode Island. North Kingston, actually, North Kingston, Rhode Island. Now this base that we're on is changing over to an active Air Force base.
Oh yeah?
Yes, it's getting away from, not necessarily getting away from the National Guard, but Air Force. Supposedly for the same time C-130 is coming down here. They've already led a lot of the buildings as far as the Air Force goes. That's pretty interesting.
Oh,
next
wow.
year, hopefully the show's going to be even bigger and better.
Oh, that is good. Thanks a lot for your time, and we definitely have to do more updates. We have to keep in touch about that plane because we want to see it. We want to know everything.
Anybody wants any information, I gave my email address. If you want the video, and they'll be able to get that, and I'll be happy to help them out.
All right.
Shout out to my friend Mike McDougal out in Tucson, Arizona. He's an A-4 guy. He builds them to fly out there. And
oh yeah?
Greatest guy in the world.
Oh wow.
Mike McDougal. FightingClassics.com. That's his place.
Okay.
It's good talking to you.
All right. Thank you. See ya.